are you, Barbie?
Hi, Ken.
You wanna go for a ride?
Sure, Ken.
Hello there. So I'm filming this intro a little bit later just because I have makeup on. So I just figured while I have it on, before I start making this dress, which will probably take me some time, I might as well just film the intro. So the idea, if you have not gotten the hint, is to make a dress version of the vintage Barbie outfit. I was at Walmart and I was in their sewing section and they had a sale section and they had this 4 yards of this striped fabric. This huge thing of fabric with like really good material was only $4. And I was like, I cannot leave the store without this like bundle of fabric. So I had seen that picture of vintage Barbie and I was like, I might just try doing it myself. I thought it would be cool to have a dress that gave off that Barbie vibe. Yeah, that's what this reminded me of, and I was like, I'm gonna do it, why not? And then I had seen this photo of Rihanna, which I will put in somewhere around here, where she's wearing this striped dress. Just thought it was so cute, and I was like, this is perfect for that. So it's going to be Barbie inspired, but the actual idea will be more based off of the Rihanna dress. So that's the idea. I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out. Hopefully it will, and we'll just see. That's the plan right now. All right, let's do it. Let's just go over the basic idea. So I had gotten this pattern. I made a version of this dress and I realized that the proportions for the dress were pretty good, and that's been like one of the hardest parts of sewing for me, is getting the proportions right. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna take the top but with like a different titty area, a different chest region area, a different neckline. Bingo! That's the word that I was looking for. A different type of neckline. For the most part, this whole top, I'm just gonna use the pattern from this. That's what I'm gonna do because I'm really bad at math, and the idea of having to measure my exact measurements and then try to get it right on this fabric, which I do not have more of, is kind of daunting to me. So yeah, I'm gonna use the pattern because I've tested it and I think I can do it again. From there, I think we'll just see how it goes. All right. So for this section, it was meant to be recorded after my little rant, but that didn't end up happening. So what I'm doing is taking the pattern and cutting it out so that I can shape the top. So now that we're getting into it, we're going to need to cut the fabric. And while I was cutting the fabric, I thought that we could talk about something that I saw today because it is very pertinent to the purpose of my channel. And yeah, it pissed me off, so I just wanted to talk about it. So while I am working on things, I figure I'm gonna do a little rant. Why not? So I went on YouTube today, which is one of my favorite activities, and I had seen this video by Noah Samson, and he was talking about this guy who, I know this is not his name, but I refuse to say his name. We're just gonna call him by what I refer to him as, which is Isaac Buttface. Close enough. I had seen Noah's video about the fat phobia that he was putting out, and that's not like a new topic. This is something that is always around, always there in your face. And it just occurred to me, this is really fucked up. And that's not like this really unique idea, but it is something that I was kind of shocked by how many people follow him and subscribe to this belief. I mean, I'm sure he's a hater of all things, not just fat women, but this was extra. So essentially, in his video, let me get out the fabric while I'm doing this, because I need to focus on other things while releasing this toxicity from my mind. Essentially, in the video, what he was saying was, because of this whole body, I mean, watch Noah's video, he's gonna say everything in a more nuanced way than I possibly could, and I'm not gonna try. By the way, here's the fabric. He had some really good points, and if you want a more in-depth view about that, I would go watch his video. But essentially, it was Buttface's commentary on fat women loving themselves publicly. And I would just like to say, from the perspective of YouTube, like, you could see why people follow him, why people who hate fat people, fat women specifically, would follow him, because the shit that he's saying is right on brand. It's chef's kiss, perfect for what he's trying to put out there. And you know, I could see why there would be a certain percentage of people that would watch him, but to have a platform that he has almost 2 million subscribers. The fact that he's getting paid so much money to make a mockery of an entire group of people just for fucking existing is disgusting. And the fact that YouTube is not demonetizing the shit out of him is really disappointing. And I think that that's my biggest issue, was the fact that even though I was not personally affected by what he was saying, because it's completely true and obvious that he is an ass face and doesn't know his toe from his pinky, I know that there's some people out there who are watching this content trying to love themselves and celebrate themselves in whatever phase that they're in their life, and he's over here making fun of them. How is he getting paid to do this? And it was really disappointing to see how many people follow him and think that that's funny. And I just really felt pissed off about that. And is fat phobia like the worst atrocity in this world? No. In my opinion, no, it's not. But is there someone out there who wasn't raised like I was raised, who doesn't have the support system that I have, who wasn't raised with the same beliefs that have led me to not be affected by his words? There are people out there. It was directed mostly towards women, but because there are people out there who do not have that same support system, it is causing harm. Like, it's not just hurtful, it's harmful. It is. Like, nobody can argue that point. It is fucking hurtful. Any which way that you want to twist it or turn it, like, oh, he's just telling the truth. Like, he's not telling the truth. Like, there's so many more. Just saying you're fat, therefore you are unhealthy, is simply not true. And I mean, you have like actual doctors on YouTube who you can look to who have literally said that. Is there some problems with being fat that could cause you to be unhealthy? Yes. Could you be skinny and also unhealthy? Yes. So this whole point that he's making is basically like, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see your existence because it's unpleasing to my eye. So therefore, you're unhealthy and you're setting this bad example by putting yourself out there and saying that you love yourself. And I was just like, this is such bullshit. But it was worse because of that point. Because I know that there's someone out there who is just watching that and has been trying to love themselves, and now it just takes them back to square one because of this idiot. And that just really pissed me off. So yeah, I would go watch Noah's video about that because it was really great. And yeah, don't listen to him if you have watched any of that man's content or heard anything about it. It's complete bullshit, obviously. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I need to move on with my day. I need to make this dress so I can feel like a Barbie. Mic drop. Moving on. Okay.
Also, side note, I would like to be the first to say that I believe his presence in Australia is a stain on the country that birthed Nicole Kidman. That is all.
Here I am cutting out the pattern as I had previously stated, and shortly after this my sewing machine broke, so I was not able to continue showing something that I had not done. And here I am finger explaining to you that I am going to draw on where I want the top neckline to start. Good morning. So my sewing machine broke last night and I had to stop sewing and I didn't know what to do. I had to stop. And this morning I got up and I watched a video on how to fix like a jammed bobbin, a jammed holder, thread jam, something like that. One of those things. That wasn't very helpful. So I ended up taking apart the base of the machine and then putting it back together, and that worked. Now I'm just finishing the straps and then we're gonna move on to the skirt, and then once we finish that, the dress will be done. So now, in my very own special way, I have cut the strap. If you look at the picture of Rihanna's dress, it has these like huge tie bow straps, and so that's the idea for this. I hope you can see it good enough. Yeah, I'm just trying to use my little cutting tool, which I injured myself with the other day, to cut the straps and make them even. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do. All right, I just had like a moment of geniusness mid-sewing project, and what I discovered was if you take the masking tape, this is not how it's gonna look because this is really messy, but I'm placing it down and then I'm gonna cut. Genius. So this is the point that we're at right now. Ignore my Smokey the Bear shirt. Please, this is the point that we're at right now. And I'm really happy because I was not sure that this is gonna work. And I do think that the top of the dress is gonna be the hardest part. I'm pretty satisfied with how it's gone so far. So let's continue. So I just wanted to show the dress from where we're at right now. Obviously it's not an exact recreation. What we're going for is more something inspired by this, not necessarily the Rihanna dress. So I think I'm gonna start from the bottom of the shirt and then measure that and then measure the gathered part at the bottom. So here I'm just measuring out, well, more so cutting out what I had eyeball measured the skirt to be. And it's basically just a straight piece of fabric that I then cut to match the curve of the top. I'm so sorry for not showing how I gathered it. I think I forgot and then it was too late. But this is me sewing on the gathered bottom of the dress. I've always wanted to do this.
To the salon! I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, getting ratchet. It's fantastic. You could be my Ken.
So, here we are. This is the finished product. I really like it. For $5 total, I do feel like a Barbie doll. I love the swooshiness of the bottom. and I feel like it was relatively easy to create this dress. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like just a few minor issues, like I wish the back fit a little bit better, and I definitely should have put elastic in the bottom of the dress. Not walking like this for dramatic effect. Literally, like I cannot walk because the bottom of it is sewn with string, not with elastic. I see the lipstick on my teeth. You see the lipstick on my teeth. The lipstick's on my teeth. So my legs are constricted to that small little amount of space, which I did not think about and am now having to deal with the repercussions of that. All in all, I love this dress. I hope my tutorial was good enough to be able to teach you how to make it if you wanted to make this for yourself. Really, it's just so that I can learn how to continue getting better at sewing. I feel like some of these things that I make don't necessarily have a plan for when I'm going to wear them, but I just feel like I need to make them. Yeah, I do feel like a Barbie girl, that's for certain. I don't necessarily have like a really good reason for making this video other than it's just another installment in the Inexperienced Seamstress series that I have. Oh, I hope I don't have lipstick on my teeth. You do. Other than that, it just was for pure fun, which I feel like projects should be for. I definitely could see myself sometime wearing this. I don't necessarily know when. I do think it's really cute. If I have an occasion where I need to dress up like a Barbie doll, then I guess I will. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. I don't know if you're planning to make a dress to look like Barbie, but if you are, great. If you did like this video and you want to leave a like, I would really appreciate it. And if you want to stick around, then you might consider subscribing. I will be putting out another video next week. I don't think it will be part of this series, but I will be putting out some type of video. Thank you so much for watching, and maybe I'll see you next time. Bye.